It's midnight and you're tuning in to Nightline with me, Nurin Razmyn. The top stories. Selangor to tighten land management following illegal transfer case. And Wei Cheng Kai Woon claim historic Indonesia Masters title. Good morning. Illegal land transfer activities in Selangor involving staff from the Klang Land and District Office are believed to be connected to an organized syndicate. Selangor Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Amiruddin Syari revealed that the illegal transfers required the collusion of several parties, including those working on the inside.
Ada pegawai terlibat berkomplot dengan beberapa pegawai terlibat. Jadi ini adalah satu pergerakan yang tersusun secara sedikit yang telah dapat dikenal pasti dan melibatkan pejabat peguam dan sebagainya. Jadi saya percaya ia bukan kesalahan seorang atau dua orang, tapi ia adalah satu pasukan rangkaian yang perlu dipecahkan.
He said the state government is also investigating whether such activities extend beyond Klang. Speaking during a visit to a supermarket in the Petaling Jaya to survey prices in conjunction with Chinese New Year, he added that the state government would enhance procedures within the land management system to prevent similar cases. Those identified to be involved in such activities will face action under the established code of conduct, including the disciplinary committee and internal investigations if proven guilty. Previously, 7 civil servants in Selangor were among 17 individuals detained for allegedly being part of a syndicate involved in the transfer of 9.4 hectares of land worth 7.1 million ringgit. All suspects have since been reassigned to other departments pending the outcome of investigations. Meanwhile, Bukit Aman Commercial Crime Investigation Department Director Datuk Seri Ramli Muhammad Yusof said the police have not ruled out the possibility that professionals may be involved in the illegal activities.
Kemungkinan daripada penglibatan atau peranan individu, kumpulan, sama ada kumpulan profesional, termasuklah lawyer. So kemungkinan itu semuanya boleh berlaku, bukannya sesuatu yang mustahil.
Commenting further, Ramli said the investigation is now in its final stages. However, he noted that further action, including internal audits, would depend on the relevant parties in the case that they wish to expand the probe. Financial consultancy firms managing loans for victims, including civil servants, have been found to pocket at least 35% of approved bank loans. Investigations by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, found that the victims did not receive the full loan amounts granted by banks, as a certain percentage was deducted and paid to companies operated by a syndicate that was dismantled 2 weeks ago. According to the MACC, the deductions include a 35% service fee imposed by the syndicate and loan settlement charges of up to 40%. MACC Chief Commissioner Tan Sri Azambaki said the syndicate charged victims exorbitant fees and that the syndicate had secured loans from various banks amounting to approximately 700 million ringgit, supposedly to assist the victims. He added that a number of witnesses will be summoned to assist the probe. Over the past 2 weeks, it was reported that the MACC had dismantled a corruption and money laundering operation involving financial consultancy firms and bank officials from several financial institutions. In the operation, dubbed Op Sky, 12 individuals were arrested at 24 locations across the Klang Valley. A total of 98 company and individual accounts valued at over 22 million ringgit have been frozen in connection with the syndicate masterminded by financial consultancy firms. Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said he has no issue with a large group of farmers planning to gather in Putrajaya to highlight their grouses over the floor price of paddy and would not prevent any group from handing over a memorandum to the Agriculture and Food Security Minister. The Prime Minister, however, says he strongly disagrees with holding a rally that would disrupt the official visit by Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto, which coincides with the planned rally. However, Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Razarudin Hussein said security from the Indonesian president's visit will be heightened and urged the farmers to postpone its planned gathering in front of the Prime Minister's office on Monday. The advice to the farmers was aimed at avoiding any inconvenience to the group and negativity should the participants be forced to endure strict security procedures because of Prabowo's visit. The nation's rich cultural diversity, which is a source of strength, continues to be celebrated as Chinese New Year approaches this Wednesday. In Kelantan, a nearly 600-year-old temple in Gua Musang has begun to be adorned with a variety of captivating decorations to celebrate the arrival of the Year of the Snake. Sui Net Kiong Temple, more commonly known as Mek Temple, is becoming increasingly vibrant with the addition of plum blossom decorations and calligraphy. A total of 500 lanterns of various sizes have also been installed to attract visitors.
Macam pelantau yang dari Singapura punya mesti balik kan, mesti raya macam KL punya, seluruh Malaysia punya lah, dia kerja mana dia akan balik dia akan melawat sini.
For the residents of Kampung Pulai, where the temple is located, they are excited as their village will be visited by both locals and international tourists.
Ya, mau orang lain masuk dah. Oh, kena dah. Jadi kelas minggu sekali ke, sebulan sekali, 2 kali ke ada bah masuk dah luar negeri masuk lagi dah. Mai melancong sini.
Pasal itu senang hati lah pasal luar kena belakang kan. Oh, nak mari apa macam sini tak kau hari jadi dia pun ramai orang mari dok itu sponsor dia. Jadi orang tak mutu sama dok mari
Besides being a tourist destination, the temple has also been recognized by the Kelantan State Heritage Board as a historical site. Meanwhile, in the capital, those in need continue to receive contributions in conjunction with the festive season. Some 550 people from the Chinese community in the Titiwangsa parliamentary constituency received aid in the form of cash and goods. The contributions distributed at Dewan Yayasan Benau Nusa in Taman Maluri were officiated by Titiwangsa MP and Plantation and Commodities Minister Datuk Seri Johairi Abdul Ghani.
Penumpuan kita banyak kepada masyarakat Cina yang termasuk dalam golongan B40. Mereka juga memerlukan banyak khidmat daripada wakil rakyat dan salah satu daripada program tahunan kita ialah untuk sama-sama melihat mereka meraihkan Tahun Baru Cina.
He noted that similar programs are also held during other festive seasons to ease the burden on the public and to foster unity and goodwill among the nation's diverse communities. Over in Malacca, Jonker Walk has become vibrant with 2,025 lanterns decorating this popular tourist route. It is the largest display put up for the Chinese New Year celebration in the area in the past 25 years. In addition to the lanterns, other replicas such as a snake are also on display to mark the Year of the Snake.
Jawatan kuasa juga dapat satu rekod ASEAN, iaitu kita ada sepasang gergasi talian singa yang terbesar di rantau ASEAN, dan kita juga dapat rekod ini talian singa ni dia ada perbezaan dengan talian singa yang kita lihat tiap hari, kerana ni kita memerlukan sekurang-kurangnya 50 orang untuk angkat single.
In addition, there have been proposals to upgrade Jonker Walk and connect it with Hang Tuah Walk on Jalan Hang Tuah to further boost the state's tourism.
Saya mendapati siar kaki di Jalan Hang Tuah adalah cukup luas untuk kita duplicate Jonker Walk kedua bagi masyarakat setempat. Itulah cadangan saya kepada Kerajaan Negeri Melaka. Saya mengalungkan cadangan ataupun proposal daripada masyarakat setempat.
With Chinese New Year just 48 hours away, Malaysians celebrating the festive occasions are flocking to shopping malls and markets to complete their last-minute shopping and preparations. In the federal capital, many are busy selecting festive decorations, new clothes, and traditional food items to ensure a joyous and memorable celebration. Nightline's Muhammad Nadir Asfar has the report.
Kuala Lumpur's famous Petaling Street is a must-visit destination for those looking to finalize their festive arrangements. Located in the heart of the city, this shopping district, renowned for attracting both locals and foreign tourists, is vibrantly adorned with lanterns, banners and paintings to usher in the spirit of Chinese New Year. Vendors at the popular tourist attraction have also embraced the celebratory mood, with some offering special deals and promotions. People were also seen browsing items on sale, as many took advantage of the festive season and ongoing school holidays to shop and explore. For many celebrating Chinese New Year, shopping is best done thoughtfully, ensuring that desired items are purchased while staying within budget.
No, I think basically start with window shopping most of the time, and then when you see things you like within the budget, within affordable, I'll buy. Most of the time, I will go for new clothing and stuff just for the enjoy the vibe of Chinese New Year.
I buy just what I like, and internet hot item.
So you like to buy online or physical shopping?
Always go shopping because Chinese New Year is very wonderful. This year
compared to last year or the year before?
Maybe less.
Maybe less. Why are you spending less?
Because the internet shopping is more popular and I have no time to buy.
As the festive spirit peaks, last-minute shoppers are filling up malls and markets, making the most out of discounts and special deals. While the tradition of festive shopping continues, many are spending more carefully, balancing celebration with smart budgeting. I'm Muhammad Nadir Asfar for Nightline TV3.
The Foreign Ministry, through the Malaysian Embassy in Cairo and Education Malaysia Egypt, EME, is closely monitoring the condition of 8 Malaysian students from Al-Azhar University who were involved in a road accident while on a trip to Port Said, Egypt. 5 of the students sustained minor injuries and were given outpatient treatment, while the remainder were warded. In a statement on Sunday, Wisma Putra said that the embassy has also extended support to the students and will continue to monitor their condition to ensure their well-being. The ministry also assured that updates will be shared if necessary. Earlier, EME stated in a Facebook post that the accident occurred around noon local time on Saturday. The 5 who received outpatient treatment are Muhammad Firdaus Yaakob, Muhammad Adil Fitri Muhammad Anwar, Sharul Aiman Jaafar, Muhammad Zulfikar Ahmad Tarmizi, and Muhammad Haziq Badrisha Nur Hamidon. 3 others, namely Muhammad Zafri Abdul Rashid, Muhammad Sulhi Nazri, and Muhammad Rais Zafran Muhammad Suhaimi, were admitted to As-Salam Hospital in Port Said and transferred to Said Ghalal Hospital in Cairo early Sunday morning for further treatment. Meanwhile, the First Secretary for Education at EME, Hashim Zaini, when contacted, stated that the accident occurred when the vehicle carrying the students collided with an object on the road.
Kenyataan daripada pelajar bahawasanya dia terlanggar suatu perjalanan, cuaca dah agak menjelang petang ke malam. Jadi daripada pelanggaran objek di jalan tersebut mengakibatkan kenderaan tersebut bergolek beberapa kali.
One person was killed while 4 others were seriously injured in a collision involving a car and a pickup truck in Lahad Datu, Sabah. The incident occurred at a traffic light intersection on Jalan Pantai early on Sunday morning. Lahad Datu Fire and Rescue Station Chief Samsoa Rashid stated that a team of 8 firefighters was dispatched to the scene following an emergency call received at 3:30 a.m. Upon arrival, the rescuers found 5 victims in the car, one of whom was trapped inside. The firemen successfully extricated the trapped victim, who was a 52-year-old man. However, he was pronounced dead by medical personnel at the scene. The 4 injured victims, 3 adults and 1 child, were sent to the hospital for treatment, while the pickup truck driver escaped unhurt. The cause of the crash is being investigated under the Road Transport Act. Kelantan Customs officers fired 3 shots at a lorry carrying smuggled cigarettes before successfully stopping the vehicle during an operation last week. As a result, over 1 million white cigarettes valued at more than 1 million ringgit, including import duties, were seized. State Customs Director Wan Jamal Abdul Salam Wan Long said on Sunday that the District Enforcement Branch Operation Team had stopped the 1-ton lorry for inspection in Kota Baru at around 6:15 a.m. on Wednesday. When the customs officers introduced themselves to the lorry driver, the suspect in his 20s suddenly became aggressive and attempted to ram through the team in a bid to escape. The team was then forced to open fire at the lorry's right rear tire in self-defense.
Pasukan operasi terus mengekori motor lori tersebut yang dipandu dalam keadaan tayar pancit. Setelah bergerak kira-kira 2 km, pemandu motor lori tersebut memberhentikan kenderaannya di tepi jalan dan melarikan diri ke kawasan semak apabila laluannya terhalang oleh kenderaan awam.
However, efforts to locate and apprehend the lorry driver were unsuccessful. These cigarettes were believed to have been smuggled in through an illegal riverside base in Tumpat based on the mud traces found on the lorry's tires and were likely intended for distribution in the Kelantan market. The case is being investigated under the Customs Act. Perak crushes Kelantan. Football action from the Super League after this breather. Jom. Jom ke CU untuk nikmati rasa Korea sebenar.
Dah berapa bulan tertunggak ni, macam mana mak nak bayar?
Mak betul ke nak gadaikan cincin kahwin mak ni?
Ini yang tinggal lagi, Indra.
Kita usaha. Nak kita tolong.
Okey. Terima kasih semua. Kejap.
Nah, buat bekal.
Terima kasih, Bang.
Apa? Pulang.
Tahniah, anda layak ke peringkat seterusnya.
Setiap cabaran pasti ada kejayaan kalau kita terus usaha.
Saksikan perjalanan peserta-peserta ke episoda One in a Million setiap Ahad 9 malam di TV3.
Moyang saya merupakan seorang pelakon opera Teochew. Tetapi nenek, mak dan saya adalah pemain boneka Teochew. Saya buka itu museum bagi semua orang boleh datang, menengok, mengalami boneka dan opera Teochew sedekatnya.
Saya akan takut kalau satu hari saya tak nak continue ini tradisi. Apa yang akan jadi? Dia akan hilang, tak ada orang tahu. Mungkin generasi yang lain-lain mereka takkan tahu ada tradisi ini.
Pergi ke YD Media memang impian saya dengan arwah bapa.
Dari kecil, saya selalu buat melodi lagu. Dan Papa selalu nak dengar. Sampai dia dapat duit pension.
Dia keluarkan 15,000 untuk sewa mini album. Dan kita orang kena tipu dengan satu record label. Satu kopi pun saya tak dapat. Dan sebelum Papa pergi, Papa ada cakap, Alin, jangan stop.
Menarik di MHI.
Op selamat sepanjang musim perayaan mendidik pengguna jalan raya yang berhemah.
Rasa manis dalam buah-buahan adakah sama seperti gula yang membawa mudarat kepada kesihatan?
Sambutan Tahun Baharu Cina meraikan Tahun Ular simbolik kepada kebijaksanaan dan juga kesuburan.
Juga mendalami pakaian tradisional kaum Cina seperti Cheongsam dan Qipao.
Harga rumah kediaman bertingkat semakin tinggi, ikuti perbincangannya dalam Soal Wang.
Isnin hingga Jumaat jam 10 pagi.
Stream ditonton juga eksklusif di
TV3.
Welcome back. Sports now. Badminton, the 2025 Indonesia Masters. National shuttlers Man Wei Chong, T Kai Woon ended Malaysia's jinx at the Super 500 tournament by clinching their first men's doubles title in Jakarta on Sunday. The world number 13 pair overcame world number 4 Fajar Alfian, Rian Adrianto 21-11, 21-19 in just 38 minutes in the final. The victory also gave them their first ever win over the Indonesians in 5 career meetings. Wei Chong Kai Woon took home $37,525 for their victory, while Fajar Rian earned $18,050. Earlier, Buletin and Tina's bid to end Malaysia's 14-year wait for a women's doubles title ended in heartbreak. In a thrilling 74-minute final, the world number 7 pair fell to South Korea's world number 29, Kim Hee-jung, Kong Hee-young, 12-21, 21-17, 18-21. As runner-ups, Buletin earned $18,050 for their performance. Moving on to football, the Super League. 2 matches were played on Sunday night. Kuala Lumpur City FC were held to a 1-1 draw by Sri Pahang FC, while Perak FC thrashed Kelantan Darul Naim FC 7-0. At the Perak Stadium, Brazilian Clayton da Silva opened the scoring for Perak 8 minutes into the game before Luciano Goicoechea extended their advantage 6 minutes later. Adilet Kanibikov then made it 3-0 in the 24th minute, with Da Silva scoring his second of the game 4 minutes before the hour mark. Da Silva then completed his hat-trick in the 62nd minute before Tommy Mawat slotted home 7 minutes later. Perak added to Kelantan's misery when Da Silva scored his 4th goal to make it 7-0. With the result, Perak moved up to 5th place with 22 points, while Kelantan remains at the bottom of the league. Still on football, the German Bundesliga. Leaders Bayern Munich secured a nervous 2-1 victory at Freiburg on Saturday to move 6 points clear at the top of the standings. Top scorer Harry Kane put the Bavarians in front in the 15th minute after netting a low drive for his 17th goal of the campaign. Kim Min-jae then headed in at the near post from a corner 9 minutes after the restart to make it 2-0 for the visitors. Host Freiburg made Bayern sweat when Matthias Ginter headed in a corner with 22 minutes remaining, but the German Giants held firm to take home the 3 points. With the result, Vincent Kompany's men are on 48 points, 6 ahead of second-place Bayern Leverkusen, who let a 2-goal lead slip to draw 2-2 at RB Leipzig. On to tennis, the 2025 Australian Open. Defending champion Jannik Sinner has done it again. The Italian clinched his 2nd straight men's single title on Sunday, beating Germany's Alexander Zverev in straight sets. The world number 1 never faced a single break point and used his complete game to outplay and frustrate the German for a 6-3, 7-6, 6-3 victory in the final clash. With the win, Sinner also became Italy's first player to win 3 Grand Slam crowns, moving past Nicola Pietrangeli, who won back-to-back men's titles at Roland Garros from 1959 to 1960. In another action, top seeds Katerina Siniakova and Taylor Townsend claimed the women's doubles crown after beating Helena Ostapenko and Sui Su Wei 6-2, 6-7, 6-3 in a grueling final. The victory gave Siniakova and Townsend their 2nd Grand Slam title after their Wimbledon triumph last year. Israel violates ceasefire deals. The details when Nightline returns.
What I like about you is your lower notes. Your lower notes, you got this constant flu punya, crooner punya sound.
Comel, penampilan memang macam AJL. Kak Ji selalu tekankan setiap penyanyi kalau boleh sebutan tu lagi jelas.
Cuma untuk ketika membawakan sebuah lagu yang fun, kita harus mencoba bikin sesimpel mungkin, tapi kita bisa enjoy bersama.
Moyang saya merupakan seorang pelakon opera Teochew. Tetapi nenek, mak dan saya adalah pemain boneka Teochew. Saya buka itu museum bagi semua orang boleh datang, menengok, mengalami boneka dan opera Teochew sedekatnya.
Saya akan takut kalau satu hari saya tak nak continue ini tradisi. Apa yang akan jadi? Dia akan hilang, tak ada orang tahu. Mungkin generasi yang lain-lain mereka tak akan tahu ada tradisi ini.
Dah berapa bulan tertunggak ni, macam mana mak nak bayar?
Mak betul ke nak gadaikan cincin kahwin mak ni?
Ini yang tinggal lagi, Indra.
Kita usaha. Nak kita tolong.
Okey. Terima kasih semua. Kejap. Nah, buat bekal. Terima kasih, Bang.
Sama pulang.
Tahniah, anda layak ke peringkat seterusnya.
Setiap cabaran pasti ada kejayaan kalau kita terus usaha.
Saksikan perjalanan peserta-peserta ke episoda One in a Million setiap Ahad 9 malam di TV3.
Menarik di MHI.
Selamat sepanjang musim perayaan mendidik pengguna jalan raya yang berhemah.
Rasa manis dalam buah-buahan adakah sama seperti gula yang membawa mudarat kepada kesihatan?
Sambutan Tahun Baharu Cina meraikan Tahun Ular simbolik kepada kebijaksanaan dan juga kesuburan.
Juga mendalami pakaian tradisional kaum Cina seperti Cheongsam dan Qipao.
Harga rumah kediaman bertingkat semakin tinggi, ikuti perbincangannya dalam Soal Wang.
Isnin hingga Jumaat jam 10 pagi.
Stream ditonton juga eksklusif di
TV3.
Pergi ke YD Media memang impian saya dengan arwah bapa. Dari kecil, saya selalu buat melodi lagu. Dan papa selalu nak dengar. Sampai dia dapat duit pencen. Dia keluarkan RM15,000 untuk sewa mini album. Dan kita orang kena tipu dengan satu record label. Satu kopi pun saya tak dapat. Dan sebelum papa pergi, papa ada cakap, Alin, jangan stop.
On to the foreign front. The Zionist regime has killed at least 3 people and injured 31 others in South Lebanon on the day Zionist forces were due to withdraw under a ceasefire deal. Lebanon's Ministry of Public Health said Zionist forces opened fire in at least 2 border towns on citizens who were trying to return to their villages. This came after an Israeli official issued a message to residents of more than 60 villages in South Lebanon telling them not to return. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu blamed Lebanon for the delay, saying Hezbollah has not pulled back sufficiently from the border region. Lebanon, however, denied the claim and has urged Israel to respect the deadline. The Zionist killings violate a ceasefire agreement reached in November. Under the terms of the truce, the Lebanese army was to deploy alongside the United Nations peacekeepers in the south as the Israeli army withdrew from the area over the 60-day period starting Sunday. Elsewhere, Zionist occupation forces have also opened fire on Palestinians trying to return to their homes in the north of the Gaza Strip on Sunday, killing at least 1 person as Hamas accuses Israel of delaying the implementation of the ceasefire deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel will not allow the return of the displaced Palestinians over an alleged delay by the Palestinian movement in releasing a female civilian captive. The dispute came as a ceasefire between the two sides entered its second week, with the exchange of 4 Israeli soldiers for 200 Palestinian prisoners taking place on Saturday. Meanwhile, in the occupied West Bank, Zionist soldiers have continued a large-scale military operation in and near the city of Jenin, killing at least 2 people, including a 2-year-old girl. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump indicated that he had spoken with the King of Jordan about potentially building housing and moving more than 1 million Palestinians from Gaza to neighboring countries. Trump said he asked Jordan's Abdullah II, a key U.S. partner in the region, to take in more Palestinians in a Saturday phone call. Trump said he would like both Jordan and Egypt, which borders the battered enclave, to house people, and that he would speak to Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi about the matter on Sunday. However, the president said the potential housing could either be temporary or could be long-term. Jordanian local media reported the call with Trump but made no mention of relocating Palestinians. Elsewhere, South Korea's prosecutors have indicted impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol on Sunday on charges of leading an insurrection with his short-lived imposition of martial law on December 3rd. According to a Democratic Party spokesman, the prosecution has decided to indict Yoon, saying that the punishment of the ringleader of insurrection will finally begin. In parallel with his criminal process, the top court will determine whether to remove Yoon from office or reinstate his presidential powers, with 180 days to decide. That concludes Nightline this time around. Before we leave, let's take a look as India celebrates its 76th Republic Day with a military parade in New Delhi on Sunday. With that, I'm Nurin Razmyn. Thank you for watching and stay safe.